this is Caroline Green from Biotechnica. So today in this video, I'll be talking about MS in biotechnology versus MS in molecular biology. Which is better for getting job prospect in the United States of America? Suppose if you are someone who is thinking like I am planning to apply for a master's abroad, very specifically in the United States of America, then I'll be talking whether to take up biotechnology or molecular biology. We already know what is this biotechnology all about. It is just an interdisciplinary field where you'll be studying cell biology, molecular biology, everything together in one sort. But when we have to talk about in case of molecular biology, it is going to be a specialization when you compare it with the biotechnology. But which one is going to be better? So I'll be talking the complete detail. First, let's talk about MS in biotechnology. So first thing we have to check in what's going to be the scope if you're going to take MS in biotechnology in the United States of America. Is it going to be demanding? Almost biotechnology and molecular biology job profiles are kind of related. So let's talk about what's going to be the demand of biotechnology in the United States of America. So you can see over here. So according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, so it is believed that the employment opportunity, if you have studied MS in biotechnology in the US, then the biotechnology graduates are going to get almost 7% growth from 2020 to 2030. So it's believed that if you're going to complete your MS in biotechnology in the United States of America, and if you're looking for a job opportunity in the United States of America, then 7% growth rate is going to take place, which means there is going to be a demand for a biotechnologist if you're going to start off with MS in biotechnology in the US. I'll be listing out some of the university which has very good opportunity for you to get into some good jobs also. So the next is going to be how much is the salary they are going to get after completing your MS in biotechnology. So this is the average base salary of a research scientist, which is almost 91,000 US dollars. But there are many professions or profiles which are available here. If you are coming out as a MS in biotechnology graduate from US colleges or universities, you will be almost getting US dollars of 73 for a skill graduate. So it may vary from 50,000 US dollars to 70,000 to 73,000 US dollars for a skill graduate. This is what I'm going to mention it here, because when you as a Indian who is going and studying over at the US, it's really important that you need to upgrade yourself or you need to have your skill. That's what is very important, because mostly when you see in the scenario in case of the United States of America, every company or research institute used to recruit candidates who have had a curriculum basis on the US itself. Like if you're gonna have a US curriculum, definitely they're gonna take it off. But there is a situation if you're not gonna be that skillful enough in your technical things, it's really difficult for a person who even after completing MS in biotechnology to fetch a job in the United States of America. So this is about the average salary for a skilled graduate coming out finishing MS in biotechnology. Now the most important question comes is, since biotechnology is going to be interdisciplinary field, if you have completed MS in biotechnology, you can get a job mostly in all the fields. Like you can also become a microbiologist, biomedical engineer, product development scientist, biotech product analyst, medical clinical lab technicians, bioproduction operators, and biological technicians, and clinical data manager and clinical research coordinators. So this is the salary package of each of these profiles that you're actually seeing. So biotechnologists can become most of the job profiles you can actually go and apply for. So next we'll talk about the job profiles. What are the most common job profiles? So in order to add up to this point, like United States of America, when you just go and look in for people who have graduated bachelor's and master's in the United States of America, whether it is in biotechnology or molecular biology, we might be seeing a lot of people even going for an administration job. But when we talk in case of Indians going and studying over there, whether it is MS in biotechnology or MS in molecular biology, they have predominantly has more amount of job opportunity, mainly in the research domain, whether it is in the academia or in a colleges or university, becoming a PhD graduate or entering into a pharma or biotechnology company. Most probably, Indians do not even migrate to a management field when we talk in case of science. So usually, after completing your MS in biotechnology, the opportunities for an Indian going to be biotechnology research associate, or you can become a research scientist, senior research associate in a company, or even in a laboratories, any of the laboratories, or molecular biology research associate. As I already mentioned, molecular biology actually comes under biotechnology, which is an interdisciplinary field. So even you can become a molecular biologist. The next comes associate research scientist. So these are the job profiles that are available for an Indian to get a job over in the United States after completing MS in biotechnology. So the most important criteria I'm going to talk about the universities. This is the most important scenario. If you want to get a job in the US after completing your MS in biotechnology, it's really important which university you're going to choose. So the best university in the US for biotechnology, which is MS in biotechnology, there are a lot of universities which are available according to the world ranking, but I have categorized them mainly based on the biotechnology best universities. So Harvard University is very best in MS in biotechnology. Columbia University, John Hopkins University, of course Northwestern University, University of Wisconsin. So these are the five important universities which are very good enough when we talk in case of MS in biotechnology, and they do have recruitments for people who are studying MS in biotechnology in these universities have been hired by most of the top pharma companies. Even they have entered into PhD positions or research positions even in many of the colleges. So this is one of the reason that you have to take into consideration, because when you looking for a job in the US, you need to know which university has recruitments maximum. If you're going to have those recruitments, then it's very easy for you to get a job. The next important thing is, you might be thinking, do I have to write GRE examination? Then only I'll be getting an MS in biotechnology. There are some universities which do not ask for GRE, but they do ask for TOEFL, IELTS, or PTE examinations. So all these university ask for TOEFL, or even they'll ask for IELTS examination, any one of these things. But some of the universities will definitely ask for GRE scores also. So I've been listing out some of the universities. So you can see Northwestern University, which comes under the best university in the US, is not asking for GRE scores, which is a good enough for you to go and join over there. So Northwestern University, Georgetown University, Brown University, and of course University of Illinois at Chicago. University of Illinois at Chicago, you can find a lot of Indian graduates who have been positioned in many pharma companies, as well as got many PhD opportunities. So this is the universities that you have to take into consideration when you're thinking of joining MS in biotechnology, because the career opportunity in the US after MS in biotechnology comes if you're going to join in the best institute, which has a lot of recruitments, and even Indian alumni who have studied in that institutions can definitely going to help you. That's very important when you want to get a job in the US. The next important thing is, what are the companies recruiting MS Biotech graduates who are Indians? Very specifically, I have taken Indians. So there are many companies which recruits candidate, but most of the Indian students are placed in all these companies. So which is Epic Bio, they have completed MS in biotechnology. San Francisco, California, Cytomex Therapeutics, Sardona Therapeutics. Those who want to take a screenshot, definitely you can go in for it. Generation Bio, Mantra Bio, and Vertex. Of course, we already know about the best pharma company is going to be Vertex Pharmaceutical in Cambridge, and Ascedian Therapeutics, Adias Medicine, Biogen. Yes, of course, Biogen is also a wonderful company. So many Indian students after completing MS in biotechnology has been recruited by these companies from the listed university that I've been talking about. So you have your alumni or your seniors over there. So it would be very easy for you to get a job after you finish your MS in biotechnology. So these are some of the companies. And the next comes research track. The most important thing I would like to take to everybody here, like if you really wanted to get a job, the first important thing, as I told you, the choosing a best university which has a lot of recruitments, and many companies and research institution comes, and they used to hire graduate from those institute because they might have done a lot of marvelous research which might have attracted many other institutes to take these graduates for many research positions. So first is going to be research track. So always whenever you're going to go in for MS in biotechnology, wherever you can have a research exposure along with the technical skills you're going to learn, that is where it is important, because master's degree is not like you're understanding the concept. It really important that, if I have to put it in this word, how you master in the technical skills. That's the most important thing when we talk in case of a this time. So there are many research tracks that's been going on, like research work that's been going on in different places where you can go for, or else you can go for internship tracks also. When we talk in case of US, there is one program called as OPT program, which is optional programs that you can go in for internship opportunities. So very important thing is, if you have an internship opportunity, you will be starting working in a pharma company or biotechnology company. After that, you can literally work in the company if you really work well. So these are some of the tracks where you can literally go in and learn those things when you are in the university and get a job also. First thing, get to know the alumni who are there and studying in a best university, so that you'll be recruited by the big companies or big colleges for your research. The third thing is taking up an internship through the colleges, because if you want to apply for H1B visa, usually the employer usually provides you the H1B visa. So that is how you actually get a job in the US also. So these are two of the things that you have to take so that you get a job in the next one. So course curriculum, if we have to talk about, this is a most common curriculum that you can see in most of the US universities for biotechnology: enzyme, cellular energetic, microbial kinetics, of course bioinformatics. So you can also enter into the field of bioinformatics. Molecular targets in drug discovery, regenerating, and stem cell technologies are there. So, as a MS in biotechnology, you have a lot of opportunity in the US, but it's really important how you put your map and you redirect yourself and you're going to get the jobs. So, make sure that you understand how to do and how to fetch a job after having your MS in biotechnology. Now, let's talk about MS in molecular biology, which is a specialized course. So, is it going to be any demand in the US? Yes. So, demand of molecular biology in the US, this is actually a survey which has been taken. So, there are currently an estimation of 38,700 molecular biologists in the United States, and it's expected to grow 8%. As I already mentioned before, like 2030, MS in biotechnology will grow by 7%. Molecular biology, it's believed to grow by 8%, which is almost kind of similar, 7 to 8%. So both of them have an equal opportunity in the US if you're going to take any of the profession, whether it's MS in biotechnology or MS in molecular biology. The next one, what is the salary prospect? This is about the average base salary for molecular biologists after completing your MS in molecular biology. The next comes career scope. Yes, what are the career scopes that are available as a molecular biologist? So here also, as an Indian, you will be having a lot of opportunity only in the research domain. Many of them doesn't want to go for management sector. So you can become a research scientist or senior research associate. A molecular biology division research associate position is available for biotechnology also. This is for molecular biology. You can see the salary ranges also, and associate research scientist also. So almost 70,000 US dollars you can get as a molecular biologist. In biotechnology, it's almost 73,000 US dollars for a skilled graduate. And career scope, so these are some of the other positions that is available. And then this is going to be the job profile. So what are the job profiles you can actually see? Molecular biologists. Yes, this is a specialized thing where initially they're going to get 54,000 US dollars. And of course, you can go in for regulatory affairs manager, quality assurance specialist, and research associate also. So these are some of the job profiles that are available after finishing your MS in molecular biology. The next comes, what are the best university in the US to pursue MS in molecular biology? So these are some of the university that you have to remember. Of course, Harvard University is good for biotechnology as well as for molecular biology. MIT, and then Stanford University, University of California, and Johns Hopkins University. There are differences between the university that I have listed for biotechnology as well as for US, but this is very specialized for these courses. And this is going to be the company. So I've listed all the top companies which recruits all the molecular biology, starting from Amgen to Agilent, Gilead, Celgene, Biogen, Of course, Vertex, I was also talking about there. Biomargin, Alexion, Regeneron, Illumina. So these are the some companies which actually recruits MS in molecular biology graduates also who have studied in the US. The next, how you have to get a job over there: research track and internship track. So you need to know a little bit of technical stuff when you're going to be doing your masters, or else you can go in for programs which offer you internship in biotech companies, biopharma companies, or any of the sector wherever you wanted to go for. You can go in for this one also. The last important thing is what is going to be the course curriculum. This is a common curriculum that you're going to see it everywhere: biochemistry, biophysics, genomics, computational biology. There you were actually seeing bioinformatics, microbiology, molecular and cell biology, pathobiology like cancer, neurobiology, infectious diseases. So this is about the universities. Most of the things will be correlated. So University of Texas in Dallas also has this one. So the course curriculum is almost similar. So this is all about the MS in molecular biology when you're going to study it in the US. Now the question comes for us is which is more better, whether to take up in the US MS in biotechnology or MS in molecular biology. As we have already seen, the gradual growth rate of biotechnology in the US is 7% and molecular biology is almost 8%, which means it's almost related because we cannot predict which is going to be up and down. So almost they are in the same rate, and salary package is going to be biotechnology 73,000 US dollars and molecular biology is almost 70,000 US dollars, which is almost same cases. And biotechnologists can take up most of the professions you have seen, and molecular biology has a very specialized area where you can go for this one. But in order to summarize, if I have to talk about whether you take MS in biotechnology or MS in molecular biology, if you want to get a job through any of these things, there are 3 steps that you have to follow. First is going to be your network. First, you have to think about the colleges that you're applying. Always take up the college which is best for a specific course. Do not ever go to a college which means that it's the world ranking first one, like that. You should not choose that. Always choose a college who is very specialized in the specific course that you're going to take. So the first thing you have to take, and the second important thing is, just look for the Indian alumnus who have been got a job either through a company or through any of the academic sector. Always have a networking with them so that you can be recommended through them and getting a job. And the third important thing is research track. Yes, when you're going to go in for this master's program, you're not going to learn concept but instead going to master in the technical stuffs. That's the main purpose. So master those technical stuff by doing some research in the university or anywhere else, and then join for internship programs which will be offered by the university most of the time, and then go in for the internship for almost 6 months of duration. When you're going to go and work over there in the company, if you're going to do really good enough for the 6 months, of course what the employer thinks is like, usually if you're going to think in case of a US government, very specifically in the Boston as well as in the California regions, they used to hire a lot of US resident instead of hiring an international graduate. So if you want to get a job over in Boston or Chicago, San Francisco, whatever it is, you need to be excellent in those things. So how you can do that? Taking an internship over there and showing them that you are excelling really good enough in the internship, and which will make you to become an employee of the same company. So in US, getting a visa is kind of difficult when you want to go in for an employment opportunity. So usually H1B visa will be given only by the employer who is going to take you. So this is going to be a temporary visa. So it's not very easy to get those visa as an international graduate. So if you want to get a job over in the US, it's always good enough to go for internship, and the employer, because of your ability, is going to apply your H1B visa, and then you can fly over to the US starting over your jobs also, whichever is comfortable for you. So this is the most important thing that I would like to add on, whether you study your MS in biotechnology or MS in molecular biology. Almost all the relationship between salary or the growth rate is similar. So whichever you find is comfortable for you, or you want to be specialized going in for molecular biology or taking up a core part of biotechnology, whichever is fine for you, you can take it up. So if you have any questions regarding your MS in biotechnology, you can put it in the comment section. And what are the difficulty that you face while applying for masters or for your PhD? Put it in the comment section and I will revert back to you. Thank you all of you for your time.